This is the PLTR 10-year overview readings for the years 2020 through 2029. It's currently March 26, 2023, approximately 6:46 p.m. Eastern Time. Palantir Technologies Inc. shares are $8.20 at the time of this reading. This is also the number one pick. When we were doing the AI stock picker reading, PLTR was one of three top picks. Out of the, I believe it was the top 12 we looked at, top 12 stocks for AI, as well as some of the ETFs. PLTR was the number one. And behavior around the overall theme and behavior over the 10-year period, there's going to be sideways rotation along key support with a rise to the nearest important resistance, followed by fall back down to that same support to continue rotating sideways. It's crossed with quite a lot of price change and important resistance level that's highlighted throughout the 10-year period and offers an opportunity to position oneself in both directions utilizing options possibly. But there's enough price movement here around this price level that you could utilize it as a mean point between puts and calls if you were to do like a straddle or strangle or something like that. There's a notable decline off of the highest high on a 10-year, on a multi-year scale, notable decline through multiple support levels off of the highest high. Behavior around the lowest low, there's a notable breakout on a multi-year scale out of the lowest low. So when we're looking to determine in real time on a chart whether we've met the highest high or lowest low, so those are some of the criteria that we'll be looking for. 2020, we had an almost irrational move to the upside, reaching for distant resistance. 2021, there may have been a merger or an acquisition of some kind, either that or an important decision between two leaders is highlighted. There's usually like a holding pattern and a pop and drop kind of behavior here. 2022, a period of volatility ends with a fast sudden move higher. 2023, there's an important resistance level highlighted here where we kind of like flatten out along the resistance. 2024, I'm advised to be cautious. Multiple false tops or bottoms. We'll be able to determine that most likely with more information, more clarity when we get into the pattern recognition portion. 2025, there's an important range on a multi-year scale that's highlighted in 2025. 2026, we rotate sideways along key support, increasing with, looks like bullish momentum as we move forward in time. 2027, a period of sideways fluctuating decline that precedes a rally. 2028, a notable move to the downside. So there's like a rally in this decline here, somewhere between the end of 2027 and 2028. There's a rally that takes us to a place where we sell down through support to meet second support, rotate sideways along that support for a bit, and then we break down through multiple supports. That support's on the multi-year kind of scale. 2029, off of a peak or crest, there's a notable decline. This would stand out on a multi-year scale. Tower card's not a good card to get on a multi-year kind of scale. I'm advised to trade around a decline. It offers a notable opportunity to open up a long position. And the following 10-year period, there's a significant move in PLTR. Looks like it's a bullish move. 3 crisscrosses back and forth through the same price level, confirming a bullish trend.
Okay, looking at the pattern recognition portion, we had a big move higher, and there was just a little bit of 2020 to work with, but it was a big move higher, right? You see this lust move. And then in 2021, we had this move higher, followed by a move back down, like a full retracement, almost like an art card kind of thing, but something probably to do with a merger or an acquisition was in the headlines at some point. We create a peak there. And now what we've seen is this period of volatility, which is the 2022 card, that ends with a fast sudden move higher. And that's on a multi-year scale, so fast sudden move higher, and then there's a critical resistance level that's highlighted in 2023. And since we haven't seen that fast sudden move higher yet, I'd say it very likely happens here in 2023 and takes us to a resistance level that's significant on a multi-year scale, probably like a relative new high, maybe not like the highest high, but like probably around, at least around. Oh, actually looks like maybe higher, like a higher high. It takes us to a higher price level. That fast sudden move higher takes us to a higher price level and creates an important resistance level and a trade opportunity. Any decline in 2023 should be seen as an opportunity to open up a long position. Same thing goes for 2025. It looks like a lot of ground is covered in 2025. We go from a peak to a trough on a multi-year scale in 2025, kind of bound within a range. So there's some good trade opportunity, and there again, in the midst of a decline, opportunity to open up a long position. We see another high in, like, on a multi-year scale, another high that will really stand out there in 2027, and that's after a notable trough in 2027 with sideways fluctuating decline that takes us to a notable trough, and then there's a notable move out of that, taking us to a prominent peak or crest there. So the opportunity in the trough is in 2027, and possibly the move starts in 2027, but the peak could be in 2027 or 2028. Either way, we decline from that through multiple support levels. There's another rally to a peak or crest that stands out in 2029, and another decline off of that peak or crest in 2029. The following 10-year period is notably bullish. I would say that any declines that you see throughout these on a multi-year scale, so a decline in 2027, in 2028, or 2029 should all be utilized as opportunities to open a long position, because this one is poised to rock to the top. It's going high. As we've got a correlation in the next 10-year period to the Ace of Swords card, so a lot of price movement to the upside to meet resistance, and a significant trade opportunity on a multi-year scale. This is basically a buy on dip and hold stock, PLTR. All right, guys, that's PLTR. Let me know what you think by hitting that like button. If you want to see more PLTR, please let me know in the comments. We can maybe do some other stuff on it. But thank you so much for being one of the paying members on YouTube. It's right now the best way to support the channel, with the $25 recurring subscription through the YouTube channel. So much appreciated to you for going ahead to do that. And we'll see you on the next 10-year. Later.